Here we have a collection of some of my quads. Got lots of the X frames. And we just got loads of batteries, all different connectors, different sizes. Some of these I'm hanging up on the walls here. Most of them I converted into with the FPV cameras in the front. And I started doing this about 6-7 years ago. So some of them is kind of old technology, but it's a great way for me to learn how to fly back in the days. And here's some of the larger ones here. It's one of my favorite here. It kind of folds in. Great frame. And of course, this is where I got involved with using DJI stuff, right? See, here's the old classic, the NASA. Same thing here. This is one of the first ones I built here, this frame. Very durable, great learner. And again, the DJI with the NASA controller. Many of these on the racks here. Some of my earlier ones. Still some of my favorites to fly because it's just pretty durable. There's many work in progress still. So got some very, very tiny just playthings to one of these larger ones here with the vector. So you can see here, this is one of the big boys here. So the heavy lifters, right? It goes onto here, carbon fiber. There's some more on top here. Some of these play toy things that got me started. You'll see a lot of 3D printed stuff here I've got. And just lots of just piles of accessories and wiring, right? You just have to do that. The controller or the charger. LiPo bags, right? Very important to have those things. There's another quads there. Just piles and piles of 3D printed parts that just kind of spares. 3D printed frame, right? So you got these off of Thingiverse and swing out, mount the motors on there. Great fun. And I just got just bags and bags of accessories here, because you do crash a lot when you do a manual mode, right? So it's a little bit different, right? You got sports flying, you could do acrobatics, things of that nature, right? Then of course you got the smooth flying, the NASA, the DJI stuff, right? You got the I've got a Mavic Air, the Minis, Mini 2s, the Air 2s, Air 2S. Then you get into the Phantom lines, right? This one is a Phantom 2. You got Phantom 1, 2, 3, 4s, the 4K video shooting. Then you get into the bigger heavy lifter ones. The Inspire 1, Inspire 2s. So here's my 3D printers. One for PLA, one for ABS, right? As you know, ABS, you gotta kind of keep it enclosed with heat, while PLA a little bit separate. A little bit different, right? You want it cooler to print. So here's kind of a cool 3D printed thing I did here. Then you have rows and rows and rows of filaments, right, for the 3D printer to print out the spare parts for the quads. Many are not open. Going back to these original ones here, I do really enjoy my DJI quads. Or they call them drones nowadays, right? When I started, they were quad, right? Because they're quadcopters. 4 spinning blade is a helicopter, quadcopters. But now they're just kind of referred to as drones. But the DJI stuff, they just evolve into just very rock solid stability. their technology is just fantastic. They're just, you know, their IP is their own, right? They wrote their own software. They're not relying on anybody else's tech. They're just developing it all on their own. So I love the full line of stuff that they offer, right? They got the camera equipment right over there. You could use the Ronin for stability or stabilizing, right? For photography or filmmaking. So here is some of these older style here. The Iris, kind of defunct now, right? Gray copter. Put my GoPro in the front. Waypoints and everything else. Great technology at the time, right? This is like 5 years ago. You know, fantastic items, but now just can't compete with the Phantom line of larger drones, right? Or even the Mavic series or the Air series. Another home-built quadcopter. This is a fun one, right? With the DJI NASA on top there. Camera goes in the front. Kind of these larger airship. Kind of, you know, cool flying because larger motors, right? You got a slower spinning props, so a little bit quieter than the buzzable tiny ones up there. They're just like, you know, cruise ships. You can't really do any acrobatic. You can, but you're really pushing it. They're just great for photography or just kind of flying around basic. So I got some mini incomplete models here. Another small one there. Little airframe. Lots of kits. Although I'm kind of going away from these smaller home-built ones. Acrobatic flying, because I just have so many of them. So just kind of sticking with the photography of the Air 2, Air 2S type of drones.